Ted Cruz just loves his hypocrisy, doesn't he? Last week, while speaking at the NRA convention, Ted Cruz went on a tear about the so-called, as he referred to them, the liberal elites who cry about gun control, yet hide behind private security detail. I mean, could you imagine anything worse? People saying we got to do something about horrendous violence in this country and then hiring bodyguards to protect themselves from the horrendous violence in the country. I'm not exactly sure what point Ted Cruz was trying to make, but it kind of seems like he's bolstering the case for doing something about gun control, right? Like, oh, these liberal elites want gun control and they've got private security. Yeah, because things are bad. But as per usual, Ted Cruz is being a massive hypocrite, because it turns out he has paid $500,000 since October of 2020, according to a report from the Daily Beast, to a private security firm based in Houston to protect himself and his family. So while he was on stage, whining about liberal elites having private security, he also has private security that he's paying for in lump sums of about $30,000 every couple of months. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. I do not begrudge Ted Cruz having private security detail one bit. He has the money to do it. You can use your campaign finances for that. So hey, have at it, bud. But what is interesting, of course, in addition to the hypocrisy, is the fact that Ted Cruz has pulled in, $442,000 from the gun lobby and the gun industry, which is just shy of the amount that he has paid for private security. So basically, Ted Cruz is being paid to do nothing about gun violence, and the money he's being paid to do nothing about it, he's using to pay for private security so that he's not, a victim of gun violence here in the United States. So when the Daily Beast confronted Ted Cruz's campaign about this hypocrisy, right? Like, you're saying, oh, it's bad that they have private security, but you're paying more than any other Republican, by the way, for private security. Spokesperson for Ted Cruz came out and said this to the Daily Beast. Senator Cruz has received thousands of death threats from angry leftists, and there are several individuals being prosecuted by the Department of Justice because of threats on the senator as we speak. If you don't think that is a legitimate reason for security, you should probably have your head checked. Senator Cruz supports the Second Amendment right of every law-abiding Texan and American adult to protect themselves. Yeah, but you're admitting in your statement, like, hey, there's dangerous people out there that may have their hands on weapons that could end up hurting this man, so it's perfectly normal for him to want to protect himself by hiring private security. You, spokesperson for the Ted Cruz campaign, you're making the case, right? Like, you're not having a gotcha moment like, oh, these angry leftists. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's an angry leftist with a gun or an angry, conservative with a gun. It's the guns, it's the violence, it's the anger, it's the problem. And you're feeding right into it, and you're admitting it, and you're acting like your admission is somehow owning the libs. Now, I'm not exactly sure what point it is they're trying to make, but I am certain that it's not working. You have private security detail because not only can you afford it, because you get to use your campaign money for it, but Ted Cruz could afford it even without it, but also because you understand the dangers that are present on American streets today. And those dangers all start with the guns, right? But you're being paid to do nothing about it. And as I said, turning around paying that exact same amount of money for private security detail. So you're the one being the hypocrite, Ted Cruz, not these liberal elites who want gun control and have private security. That actually goes hand in hand. That boosts their stance. Like, they're so worried about it, they're paying people to protect them from it. By the way, do you know who the second highest Republican is paying for private security detail? Ted Cruz is number one. The second, by the way, is Marjorie Taylor Greene, who herself has held several gun giveaways since running for office, but she's also paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to, protect herself from the people that she's literally giving guns to. So, yeah. Who's the real hypocrites here? I promise you, it's not those so-called liberal elites with their private bodyguards. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.